I know most of you are house cleaning business owners. And today, in order to help us grow our business, we have a digital marketing expert. She's been in the industry for over 20 years. And I am so excited because I am struggling with social media myself and digital marketing. And I'm just kind of figuring all this stuff out for myself. And I know that as cleaning business owners, our specialty is cleaning. It's not necessarily all the behind the scenes stuff that we have to do in order to run a business. So please help me welcome to our show digital marketing expert, Jennie Lyon.
Like you said, my name is Jennie Lyon, and I have been in the digital marketing space, my goodness, for 20 years now, which is very crazy. Can't believe it at all. But I'm really excited to be here today to chat about the ways that you can really use social media to grow a cleaning business. We are a full service digital marketing and virtual assistant agency, so we really customize our strategies to our clients. So we use story-based marketing strategies and services to really help you build, promote, and scale your brand so that it can easily and clearly attract the ideal clients that you're looking for. So I think what's really important when it comes to any social media that you do, to have a strategy that you are building your social media off of so that you're not just posting willy-nilly and, waiting till the day of and, oh my gosh, I forgot to post today. Oh, what do I do? So having some sort of a plan, around your social media is really important. And, that can really be the difference between, a cleaning business that's doing, okay to one that's doing really well. Because once you really do find where your audience is hanging out, in this case, Facebook, and you really build that community there, it is so amazing. I mean, it just really is. And you really want to make sure that you are creating, content that's going to be compelling to your audience and that's really genuine and authentic. And I've seen with Facebook in particular, video is great. So if you can do content that's video related, that would be amazing. We've had clients do different types of like before and after, like slow motion, sped up video type thing, time lapse, a lot of different types of carousel posts that show like before and after can be great. But again, it depends on your audience and the type of, information that they're looking for. But another area that I see do really well with Facebook is like video testimonials from your customers.
Ah,
That's amazing. Yeah. And using a combination of these different types of videos to even do paid advertising on Facebook. That can be a really just amazing opportunity because with Facebook's targeting, you can really target down to that very specific area, that you're looking for and get those ads seen by your ideal audience in that local area that you want covered.
if Facebook is like primarily where the audience is it also important to post on other social medias or can you get by with just posting on one?
When it comes to that, a lot of times with clients, I tell them really to, don't take on more than you can handle, so if it's just Facebook that you can do and do well, then start with that. And once you kind of get in a rhythm there, you can add others in. But what I think is really important is, whether it's just Facebook or you have a couple of other places that you're posting as well, that take the time at the end of each month to really look through your insights and your analytics and see what type of posts are really resonating, where are people liking and commenting. You want to create more content like that. And then the posts that kind of fall flat or, just didn't really get the outcome that you were looking for, don't do those anymore. Do something new.
Is it important to have different types of posts that you're posting on different social medias, or can you create one type of content and then just like splatter it out and post it out on all the different medias simultaneously?
Yeah, absolutely. I have a lot of smaller clients that, they just don't have the bandwidth or the money to be able to spend all this time creating posts for all these different accounts. So a lot of times what we'll do when we help our clients create social media is we'll usually create it for their main channel. So if that's Facebook, we'll create the content based on Facebook, but then we'll tweak it so that it fits on the other platforms as well. So for Instagram, that would mean a lot more hashtags, and depending on the content, it might be a little bit smaller. For Pinterest, it would be a different strategy there. Twitter, it would be much shorter. LinkedIn, it would be more business related. But we usually will take the base, information that we have for Facebook, and then we will tweak it to fit the others so that we save time.
Does social media scheduling software, does that ding you? Does that give you a heads up or a heads down? Do the algorithms like that, or they like you less? How does that work?
Right.
I'm
Yeah.
thinking of things like Hootsuite and
Right.
Social Pilot and
Yes.
stuff like that.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, unfortunately, they do like you to schedule within their system. So you will get dinged a little bit there. As you know, so like with Facebook, if I have clients that are just scheduling on Facebook, we'll schedule right inside of Facebook for them. A lot of times that just isn't like feasible for small business owners. They don't have the time to sit down and schedule posts and, 4 or 5 different platforms. So they will use a scheduling tool. And there are great benefits to using a scheduling tool where you can see all your analytics in one place, and you can get suggestions on things like hashtags or people to follow. So you kind of have to kind of weigh what's more important. When it comes to hashtags, I always tell clients to you want to think of hashtags kind of in low, medium, and high density keywords almost, so you don't want to go like super broad and just do hashtag cleaning or hashtag cleaner, because you're going to compete with millions and millions of other people. You want to make sure that you have a combination, some of them that are, hashtag cleaning, that can be fine, but you want to have others that are more specific to you, maybe location specific or the type of cleaning that you do, or even ones that you create, specific for your business. But you want to have a combination of different types of hashtags that you're using. And another thing with hashtags, and I included it in my bundle of social media, templates and workbooks for your audiences, I have a hashtag holiday calendar that covers the entire year and tells you all the fun holidays. So those are really fun to use as well.
Suppose that I'm a small business owner and I have a cleaning company and I'm out working all day and I don't have time to do social media. One of the things that we're encouraging at my business is that we outsource our social media because we're in the gig economy, and that's something that lots of people can
Absolutely.
do, including your company. So I'm curious, how would a small business owner that just says, I don't have time for social media and I love the concept and I know that's where the future is headed and the existing clients are,
Right.
how would they bridge the gap from not doing any social media to starting a social media program and hiring a company like yours?
A lot of times with those types of clients, I work with them very closely to, find out what their goals are for using social media. We determine what the platforms that they should really be on would be. And then usually I will start by working, with them depending on their budget. That's really a good place to start. If they have a particular, amount of money that they can spend on social media, great. Let's start there and let's build a social media marketing strategy around that. That way we can start getting you out there. We can start seeing some results from social media. And then as you grow, then you can always increase your budget. There's a lot of fun things that can be done, but you really want to make sure that you're focusing on, the platforms and the different types of social media content that are going to have the biggest impact for your business, especially when you're starting out with that small budget.
Small budget is a key concern for a lot
It
of
is.
startup businesses.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things that we have to do, one of my jobs is to get house cleaners to realize that it costs money to make money. You don't get to be
Absolutely.
from zero to a successful business without having some kind of a marketing or advertising budget. And so
Right.
just getting started, what is a fair price to say, like for a year, if you were just a startup business, to budget and start planning towards, is it one job, two jobs, five jobs, 10 jobs a week? What would you say is a good startup budget for a small company in order to like really make a dent and get the kind of business that they need?
Right, absolutely. I think when, small businesses are just starting out with social media, it's kind of like a slow burn, social media takes some time to really, you start to see those effects of doing all of that hard work. So a lot of times I'll weigh that with clients from the very beginning. And, a lot of times we decide to do some organic social media posting and combine it with like Facebook ads where they're paying for that reach, because we will see the return on the ad spend much faster than the organic social media posts. So we'll usually do a combination of the two, and then just depending on their budget, decide where we want to start. But I mean, for Facebook ads, I always start small for my clients, just because we want to make sure that we have the right messaging and the right targeting, and we're not blowing through budget before we start to see those results, and then we can increase the budget from there. I would say like for ad spend, I would budget like $5 to $10 a day on the ad spend and then grow it from there. But then if you want like us to create, all the content and graphics and scheduling, it kind of goes up from there depending on how many posts you can afford or want to do each week.
Well, that is super helpful. I'm really
Yeah.
excited now because I know that there are a lot of cleaning business owners that while they love the concept of social media, they're like, I can't do it by myself.
Right. Absolutely. It can be really like one of those things that you wake up every day and go, "Oh, I didn't do it again today. Oh my gosh,
Right,
you know, and
right. Tell our listeners where they can go to find you.
sure, absolutely. So, of course, my website, jennylyon.com. Also, I put together that social media bundle for you. So you can grab that at jennylyon.com/cleaning.
I love
And
that. Tell us about
yeah,
that. What's inside? What are we going to
yes,
find?
what's inside? I included my really handy holiday hashtag yearly calendar, includes all the hashtags for an entire year. It has a weekly social media checklist, a social media content calendar, two workbooks, one on how to get the most out of social media, and another on how to get started with Facebook ads.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you so
Yeah,
much, Jenny. I'm going to leave links in the show notes so that you guys can
wonderful.
find her information. And I really want to thank you for taking time out of your day today
Oh,
to come
it's my
on
pleasure.
and to share with us just a little bit about social media and give us that little boost that we need to say, hey, it's okay. I'm not a social media expert, but now I know one.
Exactly. Absolutely. Happy to be here.
That's it for today. And until we meet again, leave the world a cleaner place than when you found it.